Hello! Welcome back to I Love. I am Podan. On today's episode, we've got some more Atari VCS games to play. Oh yeah! That's right, and we have a couple good ones. Gunslugs and the long-awaited Atari 50. That's right. First, let's get into a little bit of news we have. First up, the MyArcade 50th anniversary stuff is going to be coming out very soon. This is going to include a mini arcade machine, a handheld, and a plug-and-play console with joysticks. These will all have included games on them, and we can expect them soon, and of course a price, because I don't think that they revealed the price of what these will cost just yet. We have a quick Atari XP update. I got an email today, it was February 7th, that the anniversary box set, Atari actually saved 100 copies of every game, and they would sell 100 full box sets of all 10 games starting today. Surprisingly though, they are already sold out. It took less than 6 hours and they are all sold out, but we can still check out the listing and of course the sweet trailer that they popped up on YouTube. Next, this is a email I actually received because I do subscribe to all the Atari news, and they sent me one from FanDuels, an app company. They're making a Breakout Blitz game. This is going to be a Breakout game that apparently you'll be able to bet in. So you can play the game for free and bet on games to win cash. Interesting. If you like app games, this will be coming out, I'm pretty sure, later this year, and we can check that out. Oh yeah. Next, I thought this was actually kind of cool. I will leave a link down in the description below for this. But on Wikipedia, if you look up the Atari VCS, they now have an entire list of all the games available on your VCS, or available for you to get. Very cool, since most of this knowledge has been coming from us YouTubers lately. But now it's in a place that you can check it out anytime. Very cool this is there now. Oh yeah. Also, this is a kind of a clickbait topic that people have been saying, and this is that the Atari VCS is dead. This is a false clickbait assumption, of course. What is actually going on is a production change. Now, this is obviously way more complicated than I'm going to go into, but what the gist of it is when you make a bunch of products in another country, and with a company that's manufacturing/assembling them, there's like a limit. They need to have this many made at first, and they need to expect to be making so many to keep the assembly area and the manufacturing gear and equipment running for you. Otherwise, it's costing them money. So basically, they have enough stock of Atari VCSs right now. They haven't been selling as much as they expected, but they assured everybody that they still have them if you want them. They will still be supporting the system, and we can expect more games to be coming very soon. Oh yeah! I want to give a shout out to Ballistic Coffee Boy, who goes over the response to some of the clickbait from Atari themselves in full detail. I will put a link here for you guys to check it out. It's a good video, and he goes through the entire article. Check that out for more information, because it's not all doom and gloom. It's just kind of a change of production. They also said that they are looking into a new place to manufacture them. I would imagine they just need a smaller quantity, a place that they can make less of them at a time when needed, of course. So cool. So, also, just came out the Atari Recharged Volume 2 original soundtrack from Megan McDuffie. You can grab this up over on Bandcamp. Of course, Volume 1 is also available. These only cost $9 or more if you want to donate to the artist. Very cool. The new one covers all of the new games: Yars Recharged, Missile Command Recharged, Gravatar Recharged, and the not released yet Caverns of Mars Recharged. Oh yes! And let's bring that right into the next piece of news. They released the next Atari Recharge game that's coming out. Oh! This is a special one because this is Caverns of Mars. Why is this one special, you ask? Well, every single Atari Recharge game that's been coming out has been an arcade classic of theirs. This, however, is not. Caverns of Mars was originally made as part of the 8-bit computer systems and was released as part of the Atari Program Exchange. Had to write that down. Didn't know that. Oh yeah, but very cool. Maybe this is a changing of guard or a signaling that some of these Recharge games are going to start coming from different spots now. Not just arcade games that some of the younger fans or newer fans might not be as interested to play as some of us older people. Very, very cool. So let's get right into the trailer for Caverns of Mars, because it's a good one. Oh yeah! Caverns of Mars looks fantastic. Super cool music, as it's always been. Very cool. I want to also make note that, this return of a Atari and the first 8 Recharge games now, there is one composer. Megan McDuffie is going to be remembered now as being part of this rebirth. Very, very cool. It's going to be neat to see if maybe she continues to make more music in the future for them, or if they go with another composer, maybe a different feel for these next volumes. I feel like every 4 games is sort of a volume of them, as, we are getting them released through a limited run in packs of 2 as well. Now, let's get into the games for today. First one is the next game from Orange Pixel. This is Gunslugs. This is a fantastic side-scroller shooter, lots of fun, kind of inspired by, I feel like, Metal Slug. You'll see when we get into that. After that, we are going to play Atari 50. That's right. Finally, we're going to check out Atari 50 on our VCS. And this is really cool. You might be asking yourself, hey, why on my VCS have I not had to grab that big fat update that everybody keeps talking about for the, the Atari 50 collection? Well, surprise, surprise, Digital Clips included this big fat update. I'll give a, I'll put something up here so you can see all the goodies in it. There were some dip switches added to arcade games, tons of tiny things fixed, adjustments, frame rates, all kinds of sweet stuff. But this was included in the VCS version. Fantastic, that was kind of, I guess, a thank you for waiting a little longer. So we got all of the updated stuff a little bit sooner. Very, very cool. Another addition in the VCS version might not be too special to some people, but they did include an extra game, and this is Circus Atari from the Atari 2600. Very, very cool. So, with all that sweet information out of the way, let's get into some fantastic gameplay. Let's start it off with some Gunslugs. This is really cool. Orange Pixel has been bringing it out. He's, I feel like every game has been a little bit better every single time. The first one, Mega Noid, I think it was very difficult for me. It's fun, but I don't play it as much as the others. Then there was Heroes of Loot. This was a fantastic Gauntlet-like type of clone game. Very, very fun. Space Grunts was super fun, too. It was like a tactical RP, like, what was it? It was a tactics kind of RTS action type of game. That was really fun, too. Super good. And now we have Gunslugs. So let's get right in. As you can see, as you play, you will be unlocking characters. I imagine that each character has some sort of significance to, like, a character. I see, like, this guy right here, he kind of looks like, yeah, he's Sylvester Rocco, Sly Rocco. I wonder if he's supposed to be Rambo and Rocky? Yes. Johnny Rumble. I wonder who he's supposed to be, probably Arnold. And then we got Gun Chick, okay. Really couldn't think of a girl to put in there. You just had to say Gun Girl, basically. Oh well. Let's try this out with Sly Rocco. Okay. The Black Duck ground forces are moving heavy machinery through the jungle. Let's see if we can put a stop to it. Oh yeah. Okay. So this game is fast-paced and fun. You collect money. Kill everything. You kind of take damage no matter what, but you collect a lot of health, as you can see right there. There's bosses, which is really cool. Oh, mine! You can just hold the button to shoot. That's a nice little addition. You get different weapons right there. I got grenades now. Very cool. This is fun, though. These games aren't even that expensive. Oh, look at that. It's a big old tripod. Oh, I think I killed myself. Oh, no, I didn't. I got the double guns. Wow. Very cool. Okay, so your mission is to, of course, go into these things and blow up these beacons and towers. Very cool. You do have ammo. You got to watch your ammo. Collect it. Ammo and health. Those are your two resources, I guess you could say, in the game. Oh, shit. Okay, so here's the Metal Sluggish stuff I was telling you about. Bam! Oh, baby, you're mine. Look at that. Now we got some tank action. Eat it! Take that, chicken. No one likes a chicken. Alright, let's go in here. Ooh, goodies. Oh, no. Aww! I left. I guess there. Now we know that. That's fine. It's okay. This is a fantastically fun game. Lots of levels. It seems like it saves your progress as you're going. Because this isn't the first level. This is actually the second level of the game. Take that, chicken! Ooh, flamethrower guy came up behind me. Oh, take it, take it, take it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Blow it up. Beacon's deactivated. Now get to the pickup area ASAP. Oh, man. What's this guy doing? You shall not pass! Haha, just kidding. I'll regenerate you. Oh, he gave me health, I think. Oh, no, I did it again. You can blow those tripods up from their legs. You don't have to go get blasted from their feetsies. Die, die, die! Take that, flamethrower man. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, we got tank action again. Yeah. Yeah, give me the goods, give me the goods. Here we go. There we go. See, it's kind of like Metal Slug, if you've ever played Metal Slug. That's cool, though. And a lot of those types of games will likely never be able to be on the VCS, so it's very cool that this Orange Pixel guy is kind of making a version of them, if you would, for the VCS for us to play. Because the gameplay of a lot of those really classic games is very you know, rudimentary, very simple stuff. You know, run across the game, shoot, you know, smash or break things, gather loot, all that type of stuff. Very neat. I'm down with that. Zazing! Boom! What's this? Oh, the two-way. Oh yeah, that's right, I can hold down the button. What the heck am I... Oh! Burnt to a little crispy crisp. That was awesome. Super funny. Let's see here. Can we go back to maybe the beginning to... I don't think we can. I think you just have to play through. Objectives! That's cool too, there's little objectives you get to do as you're going through, so you feel like you've done some cool stuff. It's cool, the first game actually didn't have music, it was kind of like ambience. So it's neat too that, you know, we've gotten some cool chiptunes and stuff in these games now. Oh, here we go. Ah! I think this is the beginning now. The Black Duck Army has been busy on the abandoned plane yard. They've got beacons sending strange signals. Go check it out. There, that's the first level. Maybe I'm pressing the wrong button or something. Okay, deactivate the beacons. Okay, so here's the beginning of the game, actually. When you first start it, there's a little simple tutorial level called Boot Camp that you play. Oh, dang! Mine almost got me. Take that, helicopter! You can blow up the helicopters. They're hard to blow up. You get a little achievement and bonus points for that. Take that. Yeah, two-way. I feel like the game gives you enough health that you don't need to dodge the bullets either. Which I'm cool with that, too. Because then it makes it more fun. You're just, you know, blasting. You're not like, oh my god, if I get hit one more time, I'm gonna die. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah! Die, chicken, die, die, die. Chicken gun! That's funny. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, it's like a stock room for ammo. I do want to note that I am using the analog stick on the modern controller. He always uses the modern controller, even though his games only tend to have 1 to 2 buttons in them. Orange Pixel, if you're listening, please give joystick support. This would also be a fun game to play on a joystick. I would play this on the joystick any day. But the D-pad kind of doesn't work. Sometimes it's, yeah, see there's like dead zones, I feel like in the diagonals. So I'm pressing like diagonally forward, so it doesn't pick that up. So sometimes if you're using the D-pad, it doesn't pick up the movement that well. So I would use the analog stick if you are using it. What's this guy? Tickets. Tickets? I'll take a ticket. What's the ticket do? Does it take me somewhere else, maybe? Oh, whoa! Whoa! Was that a bonus level? Oh, that was cool! I was suddenly on a train. Super neat. Alright. Oh yeah, there we go. Booyah! Alright, next level. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, mine! Look out for the mines! Blow their faces off! Blow all their faces off! Oh, it's coming from the back! Ah. Oh. Blow it up! Get those coins! Get away from the mine! This is fun. I like this kind of fast-paced stuff. What's this? Art school? What the heck? They're bonus levels, I think. What the hell? Whoa, whoa, jetpack! Oh, cool! Ah, I blew myself up. Oh, cool. Phew! That was neat. That's cool. I didn't even see that before. Very neat. Give me that coinage. Give me that coinage. So funny. Ever since Mario, man, everybody puts coins in their games. Even though the game, you would think, you'd be like, well, I wouldn't think coins would be in this game. I'm in a battlefield killing stuff. It could be something else that you pick up. Nope. Coins. Ever since Nintendo, coins, coins, coins. That means points. Yeah, blew that sucker. Oh! And I got the egg gun again. Sweet, I like the chick. What the hell is this? Oh, I missed it again. Gotta be careful. The jump button does the, I guess it's activate doors and things. Eat it, eat it, eat it, yeah. Ooh, is that a gun? Yeah, it is. Haha, suckers. That's a lot of stuff there. Eat it, buddy. Eat it, eat it, eat it. Yeah. Give me those coins. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I think we can get to the boss quick. We should be fine with that. Oh, here it is. Here's the boss. See? Very cool. A lot like Metal Slug. In a good way, though. You know, it's not like it's a big deal. I mean, obviously, everybody nowadays is lucky it's not the 80s because everybody be suing each other left and right. But nowadays, you know, everybody kind of takes little cues from each other and copies each other. Because games are more fun when everybody can play. Yeah! Hey, what was that? Ammo. Give me that ammo. Boom! And there, now we're at the jungle, see? So this is cool. There's a little bit of story, kind of Contra-like, even Metal Sluggish, which is very cool. Black Duck ground forces are moving heavy machinery through the jungle. Let's see if we can put a stop to it. Very cool, very cool. I love the little bullets flying off the guy. Good parallaxing in the background. Look at that. That's actually pretty good. It's, what is that? Is that triple? Maybe quadruple layer? Very cool. That was one of the neatest parts. I still remember when I was a kid when Super Nintendo came out and there was all that extra parallaxing on Super and Genesis. Oh man. It looked so neat. Castlevania had good stuff. Vector Man had good stuff. Oh yeah. But yeah. That is the next game from... Ooh, look at that. There you go. We got ourselves an achievement. 100 coins. Booyah. Oh, you gotta walk off of it. What a sweet little addition. Ah, man, that's an awesome little touch. If you just stand on the mine, it doesn't blow up. Very cool. What the hell am I putting my controller down for? Cool. Gunslugs, not a bad price. Fantastic game. Check that sucker out. Now, let's check out the game that everybody was talking about forever, and it's finally on our VCS. And there are some cool little things that I would like to talk about. A couple of things I'd like to show, especially. And we'll play the newest games, the reimagined ones, and a couple of the Jaguar games I want to show. Because, you know, we've all seen 2600, 5200, all these different types of games and things. So those aren't super duper 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 special. But they, of course, are all in here. The history lesson is just fantastic. All the cool history stuff is incredible. Interviews, the music, the art, all that stuff is what makes this a very, very special, fun game. Okay, let's get in. As you can see, I've been doing a little bit of research. So we've 100%ed all of this stuff. So, let's see here. Little quick read for each one. The arcade origins. From its earliest days, Atari experimented with a variety of different takes on innovative leisures, as they used to call it. Very cool. Arcade games, music visualization, and even holograms. Super cool. The The next section is the birth of the console. This is in 1977, Atari released the video computer system, the Atari 2600, the original VCS, changing the way we interact with our TV sets and skyrocketing to massive success. Oh yeah. Next we have the highs and lows. While the mid-1980s saw the release of many excellent Atari games, the video game business was struggling to stay afloat. And of course the crazy crash goes down. Then the next section is the dawn of PCs. For many, the word Atari meant not just games, but their first home computer, even if its main use was to play games. Of course. And what was it? It was a little tiny handheld computer, which a lot of us would remember from Terminator 2. John Connor uses it to hack the ATM machines and stuff. I never even knew that until some YouTube videos, and they actually mention it in here. This one I saved for us to go through when we get to it, but the 1990s and beyond, when the game industry made a comeback, Atari was there, with new games for the 2600 as well as the powerful new Lynx and Jaguar consoles. Another neat piece of history that I learned only from this, the guys at Activision and stuff were still making games into the 90s for the 2600 because people were still asking for them in certain markets and stuff. Super awesome. Didn't know that. I mean, the 2600 has got to still be the longest lasting video game console of all time. So let's just pop into each one of these just for fun. Oops, I went to the thing. I went to the wrong thing. Oh my lordy. Go back. Why'd I hit the wrong button? Come on. Come on. There we go. I'm playing with my PlayStation. I'm hitting the wrong button. Here we go. Okay. So here's the presentation if you haven't seen it. It's super duper neat. I absolutely love all of these cool videos, the super high definition pictures. You can like zoom in on them and stuff. Very neat. Zoom, pan, move them around. Very neat. But in addition to pictures like that, there's really cool things like this. That is really neat. It's what is it? It's Al Alcorn's business card. Like, that's cool as all hell. Let's see, let's hide these caption things. There we go. That's cool. Neat. That's, of course, Syzygy, which is the alignment of planets, which is the name that they originally called the company before settling on Atari. Super cool. Okay, this is one of my favorite videos. I absolutely love this one. We're going to watch this one together.
Well, I'd say 30 years to pretty much the present. The arcades have been relegated to the back rooms and the side streets and generally been an unsavory type of place. What we want to do is bring the amusement game to age. If we can give it a new zip and a pizzazz, it's going to be financially successful as well as, I think, a very serious part in the leisure time activity of the American people.
The marriage of traditional pinball machines and computer technology has resulted in the birth of a new breed of amusement games. And Nolan Bushnell is the man handing out the cigars. Bushnell has developed two such games, Computer Space and Pong, and believes that they and others like them will move the pinball industry out of America's bus stations and bowling alleys and into the space age. In 1971, Bushnell invented Computer Space, that sold production rights to Nutting Associates of Mountain View, California, for royalties based on the number of games sold. It proved a good deal for both parties. Sales already exceed 1,500 machines. Computer Space, like Pong, sells for around $1,000 and is played on the screen of a standard television set, which has been programmed to display the desired game. In Computer Space, the player controls a rocket ship, which is trying to shoot down enemy flying saucers while avoiding their missiles. If the player scores more hits than the enemy saucers, he gets one free play. By the time Bushnell invented Pong in 1972, he was able to form his own company, Syzygy Corporation in Santa Clara, California, to produce the game. He has already sold over 1,000 machines and expects to sell 10,000 in the United States by the end of the year. Pong, as the name might indicate, is a game of video ping pong. The two players turn dials which control their electronic paddles and volley with an equally electronic ball. The first player to score 15 points wins. While Bushnell did design and program both his games, the technology he uses dates back to the late 1950s. Thanks to research by the Defense Department in the wake of Sputnik, Bushnell is now able to act out his dream of a nation inhabited by thousands of Pong and computer space games.
The government spent millions of dollars on this technology, and as a result, now it's cheap enough that we can put it into a game and sell it for 25 cents for a few minutes and make $1 at it. It's something that the research and development really was done many years ago, and now it's cheap enough that with PC boards and integrated circuits, we can use that technology to our advantage.
The basic electronic unit of Bushnell's games is the integrated circuit. Each of these small chips is capable of storing large amounts of information. The program for a game is determined by specific combinations of these units to form a PC, or printed circuit board. The printed circuit board then tells the TV screen what to do. A single printed circuit board is all that is required to operate Pong, whereas 15 years ago it would have taken enough tubes and wiring to fill an average house. Bushnell first saw the commercial potential of video games in a game called Space War, which has been played at computer centers around the country for several years.
We used to play Space War a lot at the AI project at Stanford, which was a big computer complex. And one day it just hit, this is a lot of fun. You ought to be able to package it and sell it for a price. And, one thing leads to another, and pretty soon, from doodling on a scratch pad, you're actually working out some basic block diagrams, and from there you think, boy, it's going to work.
Super cool. I love stuff like that. I feel like that was something, I don't think it tells you. It's from a documentary titled Games Computers Play. Okay, I thought that was some sort of like news article thing, but very, very cool. I love that. It's so neat to see these people talking about this industry way, way before it was anything. They were just like, I think we can make some money from this. Very cool. Oh, here's Pong Machine. Very neat. Another neat feature is that you can literally just click a button and go right in and play any of these games in the timeline if you want to. Or you can go in the beginning of the game library. Very, very cool. This is a really neat thing I never knew about. This is the audio visualization thing they were saying. You could actually plug this thing into, through, your music and then into your TV. And look at that. It was literally a visualizer for your stereo. Oh, man. I really want to find one of those because I did not know that existed, and that's super duper cool. Introducing music you can watch. Oh, that's so awesome. If I ever find one of those, we'll definitely check it out on here someday. Here's the hologram thing they were talking about. Apparently this was some Al Alcorn stuff. Kind of a handheld thing. Similar to, I want to say, even Tiger Electronics. Very cool. If you want to check out all the interviews, but you can't get the game for any reason, I will put in a link in the description below of a compilation I put together of all of the interviews, so you can watch it as a documentary. Very cool. The information and all of that, I feel, should be available to everybody, because it's way too cool. Video games have become this thing now that it's part of the way we all live now. We all play games, everyone plays games, everyone has games in their pockets. Games, guys. So yeah, let's see. This is cool too. We can just continue to the next era. So here's the birth of the console now. Today, well over 90% of American homes have at least one computer, and they have changed our lives forever. For millions, the first computer in their home was an Atari video computer system. I guess if you count the actual VCS as a computer, mine too. Mine too, Atari. Thank you so much. There it is. The original VCS in all its splendor. Very cool. The joysticks, the paddles. I love all this different stuff. This is cool too. They have like the game boxes in here and you can spin them around and stuff. Some have back images and things like that too, but just look at that attention to detail, like they just stuck the whole thing in there as much as you could. It's very, very neat. They go through all the games, interviews. I think the coolest way to experience this is to just go, at least your first time, is to go right through the timeline. If you see a game you really want to play in the middle of it, play it for a minute and continue the timeline. Because it really is this really cool, like, tale of Atari, its heritage, what it even aspires to, and what it's led to, I feel like, which is pretty cool, because, I mean, the truth of the matter is that all video games to this day can pretty much lend themselves to what Atari did back then. Oh, I love this art. Super duper cool. That is very neat. They reimagined that guy for the Ars Recharged title too. Very cool art piece. I love that old school art like that. This is really goddamn cool. Oh man. Let's watch this quick because this is really cool. This is a theatrical commercial. I imagine they call it that because of maybe how much it cost to make, but they probably also showed it in movie theaters. It says that they played it in 1982 in movie theaters right here. This is very neat.
A fly.
It was also a achievement in special effects.
A mutant fly. Hello, Yar. You'll need some protection. Ion zone. Shift chroma. Intensify. Okay, now you'll need some weapons.
This is something I've never seen before in my life.
The coat tile.
Thank you, Atari 50 Collection and Digital Eclipse.
Watch it, Yar.
This is really neat.
Lethal drone. And some other tricks up his sleeve. Spiral. Go.
If I would have seen this commercial, I would have known how to play Yar's
I have a
Revenge.
surprise for you. A Sorlon cannon.
Use the Sorlon
Use it,
cannon.
Yar.
Oh, yeah.
Fire again. Got him. That's revenge. Yar's Revenge. A video game.
Oh, and that's not all.
Yeah, this can be fun. This can be a lot of fun. Like asteroids. Get him. Do it. Beautiful. Watch it. Disintegrate.
So it's very
Now
Tron-like
let's go
too.
into deeper space.
I love Tron, so that's probably another reason I like this.
Sector 11.
It's great they slip in a simple game like that.
Hyperspace. Sights in. Cylon warships. Attack. Steady. Stand by. Photons. Star Raiders. That's it. Star Raiders. That'll keep them on their toes. Let's see what we can come up with next.
We're Atari. We have the vision, and we invented the technology to bring the
I still
excitement
remember commercials
home
like
to
that
you.
when I was a kid in the 90s and late 80s. Jeez. So cool. Very, very cool. And this is neat too. Look at this. They even have the article where they explain to you how it was all made. And that it was, you know, an achievement for the time. Very neat. Again, I think I've mentioned it before. I love the history of games. It's so much fun to me. History was never very much fun for me back when I was a kid. But video game history, woo! I love it. Next, of course, the highs and lows. Do a quick fly through here. Here's the Vader. There it is. Oh yeah, the Black 2 switcher. Oh, time for the first console war. That's right, in television that comes on the scene. Atari Age begins. I believe this is the, magazine. Very cool. Some more games are coming out. Oh man, the Swordquest games. Super neat because I was hoping, and they do include the entire comic book of every one of the games. That's awesome. Because, you know, these are actual full-fledged comic books that were done by DC and given to you for buying the game. You know, they didn't have to include this whatsoever. But I feel like, you know, the only way to truly enjoy the Swordquest games, you gotta read the comic books. It's part of the adventure. So yeah, that's super cool. Great job there. The art, of course, is really neat to see. The advertisements for the competition to win the real jewels and treasures, very cool to see as well. Super cool. That's obviously another really neat part in Atari history is all that stuff. The Atari handshake. Flip your friend's thumb up and spin it around like a joystick. that is comical, and I'm sure nowadays would be considered some sort of sexual harassment. Oh, man. Oh, here's the next one. A little quick fly through just so you can see some of it. Yeah, there's the comic book. Remember, the comic books also, this is how you solve the riddle. There was a riddle that you had to read the comic book, figure out letters from panels and things, and then write it down, take out letters, and figure out a phrase usually. And you'd figure that stuff out from, from playing the game and looking back at the comic book. There's a fantastic angry video game nerd episode going over the whole thing. I suggest you check that out too. Especially if you're interested in the game, because no point in playing it nowadays, but you can live the magic through him. Oh yeah. Through the fucking nerd, as he would say. Alright. Look at that. There's someone who won. They talk about how somebody won it. Very cool information too. Let's get down the line. Of course, the crash occurs. They give you some cool images and stuff like that. Very neat. There's the last one, and of course, Air World never happened. Here's the third book. And fret not, because that is part of the Reimagined games. You get to play Air World, finally. Based on the designs and stuff of the original guy. Super duper cool that that is able to be played finally after all these years. This is a really neat one. This was inside one of their, I think it's Atari Club magazines, but this actually shows you how you can switch a couple of buttons around or some cables and make your controller, your joystick, into a left-handed joystick. That's super cool. Another neat little thing from Atari. We get into the 7800, the Atari 2600 Junior, all that good stuff. More than games, time for the PC stuff. This whole section's pretty awesome. There you go. Oh yeah, PC time. We're gonna learn how to play video games better. Oh yeah. Super cool. Star Raiders, I guess. This was like the killer app, they say, for the day. That was what you needed. I do love how the art, let's take a peek at that. That art is, I want to say, inspired by Star Wars just a little bit, but that's cool. I mean, back in the old days of games, a lot of stuff was like that. Even Metal Gear's cover was stolen from Terminator or Aliens, I believe it was. One of the two. Hilarious. Then we got some more commercials. More goodies. More goodies. The computers, the 1200 XL, the 600, 800 XLs. You know how many times can we repackage the exact same thing? Apparently a dozen, according to Atari. The XEGS. This is the one I believe that was to fight the NES. Hilarious. There's some more of their PCs. Business PCs. God, I remember computers like that. It's the kind of stuff you imagine to see on them, too. Ugh, spreadsheets. There it is, the portfolio. So this is cool. This is the thing that John Connor uses in Terminator 2. Never knew that. I just thought it was something they made up for the movie. I believe it says it here too. Before it left the computer business, Atari had one more first. The first palm-top PC, the Atari Portfolio. Compatible with the IBM Standard Portfolio, let users do basic tasks like text editing and spreadsheets on a tiny device, then transfer the data to their home PC. It famously appears in the film Terminator 2. Very cool, very cool. Now this is going to be the first game that we play, because I actually mentioned this in the unboxing video I did when I talked about the game. So this is a homebrew game. Basically, being like, how badass of a game, how cool can we get the graphics on an Atari 800 to look? So let's see this real quick. Here we go. Tunnel Jumper is not a common genre, but the innovative indie game Yoomp oh my god, why can't I read the word? Certainly defines it. Players traverse a tubular maze, steering a ball that bounces along a reactive soundtrack. It's a great example of modern programmers continuing to innovate on Atari home computers. See, very cool. So check this out. Now remember, this can play and would play on an Atari 800 computer from way back when. Super cool. So let's just go right in and play. Alright, look at this. Look at this. Look how cool that looks. Look at that. Like, seriously, look how 3D that is. Look at this. You can literally just go all the way around. And see, now you gotta bounce. Becomes a puzzle. You need to start paying attention to where you're going. God, it's so cool. Good music. It's incredible to see things like this happen. You know, this is part of... oh, I jumped right in the hole! That's what I was saying, you know, in my highlights video. I do want to start playing a lot more games like this and highlighting, you know, homebrews and some of the achievements that people still... And the love, you know, that people still bring to these old machines. You know, new games are great, but old games never had to die. I still think back and I almost, like, cry sometimes when I'm like, you know, games actually died when I was a kid. Like, when the Nintendo, you know, shut down and the Super Nintendo took over, there were no more games coming after, you know, I believe 1990, 1991. And thanks to all of us fans that have played it and loved it, and it touched us so much, so deeply, you know, these consoles have come back. They've lived on. People have made new machines to play these games. Fantastic. Very, very cool. You can, of course, there's tons of filters, borders, all that good stuff on here, too. Very cool. Let's go back in. Okay, let's check out one of the most importants. And there is a reason I want to look at this, because it is... I would like to see and show... Let's see how good the Jaguar plays on the VCS. Because I believe that was maybe some of the speculation and rumors that's why it took so long to get it onto the VCS, is because there was something wrong with the emulation wasn't working right, I believe. I believe. That is not a fact, it's a speculation. A pair of deadly felines leads Atari's charge into the new decade as it introduces its first handheld platform and its first CD-ROM system. Meanwhile, the Atari 2600 just keeps going and going. That's so cool. So back to roots. You know, they say they want to make one more console. They create the Lynx to hold us out until the Jaguar can come out. There's 2 different versions of the Lynx that come out. This is a cool system. I still would like to get one. I never got one, just like the Jaguar. Very cool. Of course, Ninja Golf. Oh yeah. Makes sense out of that piece of art. Don't wanna. I love it. Basket Brawl. Some of these games we played on the, the Flashback Fridays. Fatal Run. Great one, too. Badass. I like this one. This is a good one, too. Some of the 7800 games are pretty good. They just, you know, they were strangling the market kind of with their systems, and people just were starting to fall out of their love for it. I've heard Scrapyard Dog on the Lynx is better. Here is... Oh, wait, am I forgetting to click on stuff? Oh, I am. Oh, my God. How are we going to complete it if we don't click everything? Click it, click it, click it all, click it all. Yeah, you don't actually need to watch the stuff. You can just click it, and that's how you get that little... Oh, looky, you looked at it. Little mark. There we go. Okay. Okay. 2600 box art, 7800 box art, the actual box art. Scrapyard Dog. God, that guy looks hilarious. The Lynx, there's the second edition of the Lynx. The fat boy. Not the wide boy, I guess. Oh my God. They started lowering the price. Started getting real cheap. Oh man. They give you Turbo Sub. They give you Basket Brawl. They lower the price again. Oh man, that's a cool picture. It's you see the Lynx in the reflection of the sunglasses. That's a pretty neat one. And then the Jaguar comes out. The controller. Look at that thing, right? No, not 4 buttons, guys. We're gonna go with 3, just like the Genesis, and they had to add 3 more too. There's the infamous Tom and Jerry chips that made them believe that they could say it was, I think they said it was, what, 32 or was it 64 bits they tried to say, but it wasn't. It was 232 bits that they were adding together. This picture rules. I love this picture. Speed limit on the highway is 40 miles per hour. Yup, that's cool. Also, let's see, he's got an Atari hat. He has a Jaguar. He's got the old control. Oh, he's got that. He's got himself some UCLA. He's got a toolbox. a snowboard, a box that is definitely not the actual Jaguar box, but hilarious that it's sitting there. I love that stuff. Okay, we got Cybermorph, the best one, the Learn to Fly lady. This is cool too. They give you all the overlays. Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. Oof, they show you what the overlays would look like for a lot of these. This is cool. Dino Dudes. Malibu Volleyball. Chewing up the competition. Oh, yes, they were. Lynx kicks their butts. You've been warned. There's the eyes. I think we've all seen those eyes. Tempest 2000. Still, I guess, a lot of people say it's like their favorite game on the system. Club Drive. Nice. I love those old ads from back in the day. The CD add-on they bust out. Oh yeah, tune it up. We're not going to give you many games, but tune it up. It's so cool. Missile Command on the Lynx. Oh, that's neat art. God, I love that art stuff. It's so cool. Oh, here we go. Can you spot the elephant in this picture? If so, you're probably smart enough to figure out that paying $149 for a 64-bit Jaguar makes more sense than paying over $300 for a 32-bit system. Oh my lordy. Can you connect the dot? If so, you're probably smart enough to figure out that... I love how their whole strategy was telling you how stupid you were, and that everybody else's stuff was garbage. And, of course, remember, made in America. Let's see, can we zoom in on that one? Yeah, see, look at made in the USA. Atari, how do they do that? That's cool. There's the controller. Ooh, they added 6 buttons. The Pro Controller. See, look at that. They had to. Just like Sega, the people that they based it on, they had to release another one. Oh, that's neat, too. What is this? Atari had one more trick up its sleeve for the 1995 holiday season. It partnered with a retailer called Run PC to open a Jaguar kiosk in the Twin Peaks Mall in Lamont, Colorado that November. This let consumers get hands-on with the system and learn about it from educated salespeople. That's cool. Ah, damn you. Where are we? Where are we now? Okay. There we go. That's cool, and I like that picture. Oh my god, I hit the button again. Ah! Ah! We're gonna get through this damn thing. Okay, here we go. Missile Command 3D, that's cool. It looks neat, too. Ooh, that's right. They tried going like a VR type of thing, too. Very neat. Atari carts, why not? Everybody else has copied Mario Kart, so let's get in on that stuff, too. Fight for your life. That's a hilarious one. Video on the math problem of the Jaguar, how it doesn't actually equal 64 bits. Notable and quotable. It just has this weird, quirky history that I think is also inviting. But in general, I am pretty surprised at the enthusiasm of current Atari Jaguar fans. Farron Thomas, former Atari game producer. Very cool. And then, of course, they go into talking about the VCS, which we are playing on right now. Whoa, it's like Inception, game Inception going on here. Let's see here. What does it say? In 1998, the toy company Hasbro acquired the Atari assets, which it then sold to the game publisher Infogames in 2000. In 2003, Infogames renamed itself to Atari Inc. It's known as Atari SA in 2021. Atari released the new Atari VCS, a mini PC inspired by its classic consoles. Super cool. And then, of course, the recharged systems and, you know, the heritage of that, the homebrew community. Here's Stacks, which is the game that was done by the people for... God dang it, why am I forgetting the name? It's these guys, Ready Player One. They created it as a whole thing, Digital Eclipse in them. And then, of course, this is the interview that we got as a cool, the original ad for Atari 50. Very cool. Hey, look at that! And that's what I wanted you to see as well. When you get through everything, you unlock a game, and actually there are secret games within here to unlock further. So now that we've gone through that, let's check out the game library and check out just a few of the Jaguar titles fast. So let's see, let's sort by platform. let's actually take a quick peek at a few others. Oh, and this is something you need to see too. This is what I was just mentioning. There are games that you can unlock as you play more. So, like, there's a riddle as to how to unlock it. Very cool. Another neat feature on here, because there's multiple types of ways to play, is that it shows you right there if the game can be played with your original Atari joystick. Oh yeah, super cool. And there's a lot of them. Arcade games, 2600, 5200, 7800, 800, all the good stuff. There's multiple that can be played that way. And some that of course can't because you need extra buttons. So let's see here. Let's give a quick taste of each of these, just so we can see them before we send her off. So here is Haunted Houses. Just a really simple, cool visit to Haunted House. Look at that. Isn't that neat? You could make a whole game like this and I would buy it and play it, because this is super cool. Next to light the torch. I love this look. As I said, I would play a whole game like this. There's like, I think 4 levels possibly at max, but it's the same game from the original back in the day. You just go through the haunted house, you find the treasure, and you escape. There's ghosts that you have to hide from and get away from. You have a time limit, all that good stuff. You can change your view a little bit. There's a little more of a classic view. I like the behind view though. Very cool. Okay. Ah, why do I keep hitting the wrong button? You know what? I know what it is, because I was playing Nintendo. Nintendo had to switch the buttons on us. They had to do it to us all, didn't they? Those turds. Okay, let's quit the game. So that's Haunted Houses, a quick peek. Here's Neo Breakout. This is really cool. I love the looks of all these games. If I remember right, this one is neat because the further you get, the more advanced the game looks, which is really, really neat. So let's start from the beginning so you can see. See? Original Breakout. Breakout. One-player Pong. As it always was. Very cool, though. I mean, think about that back in the day. You know, you create a game like Pong and you're like, wow, this is fucking incredible. How could we make this same game playable for one person? I could only imagine it took a while. You know, you wouldn't think of this right away. Oh, let's just hit a wall that falls apart. Ooh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Come on, come on. Break those last few. There we go. Through the time. Oh, yes. Aw. My battery over there is gonna die, man. Okay, so that's really cool. Quadratank. This is neat. This is, of course, combat tanks.
Ready.
This is cool because you actually gotta drive it like a real tank.
Speed.
Looks very neat.
Shot.
Super duper cool. Here's Swordquest. Looks fantastic. Very neat. If you're, of course, interested in this old game, you can finally complete the quest. Super duper neat. I'm glad that they did that. Touch Me. Oh, yeah. Touch Me was of course, their Simon Says game. This was very cool to see. Check that out. Very, very cool. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. Super cool. So that's obviously very, very neat that they added that, because that's a physical game, not a real game, but now there is a real video game version of it. Vector Sector is very cool. This is like a tribute to all of the Vector graphics game. It kind of combines a whole bunch of them. Asteroids, Lunar Lander, Tempest, and more. This is very cool, like a twin stick type of shooter type of game. And you get shield. Oops. This one is super awesome. Like, if you like old vector graphics games, which I really like vector graphics games, arcade ones, as well as home ones, because, see, home ones, what are you talking about, Podan? I have a Vectrex, so I can play these games at home. Uh-oh, now we gotta land this sucker. This is super duper hard, I can't do it! Oh! Death. Am I making this harder than it needs to be or something? Oh, whoa. Now we're flying in. Wow. See, this is cool. Like, this is the kind of stuff, like, it's amazing that they just gave you, kind of in a sense, these games with this collection. Like, they made new games that arguably they could have sold each of these probably for $5 to $10 a piece anyways. You know, but no, they just hook you up because that's how much they love Atari. You know, they're trying to say, hey, Atari meant a lot to us, so, like, we're giving you all this cool stuff. Oh, look at this, it goes again. That's neat. Look how cool that is. Oh, and all of a sudden it's Tempest. Oh, wow, that's neat. Super cool. But, yeah, Vector Sector is a badass one. Yar's Revenge Enhanced. This is cool. This is updated graphics, but you can switch between it. Look at that. Which button is it? Where's the button? There it is. Nope. Oh, that's the button. Oh my god, give me 0. Please, give me 0. There we go. There! Look at that! So crazy, but super cool. Awesome. So that is all of the Reimagined series. That is, again, Yar's Revenge Enhanced, Vector Sector, Touch Me, Swordquest Air World after all these years, Quadratank, Neo Breakout, and Haunted Houses. Super duper duper cool. Now, let's check out a couple Atari Jaguar games. Because that, to me, I think a lot of people as well, that is like really, really cool that that was added in here. Now, we're going to check out only a few, but let's go through the whole list just for fun. It comes with Atari Karts, Club Drive, Cybermorph, Dino Dudes, Fight for Life, Missile Command 3D, Ruiner Pinball, Tempest 2000, and Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. Okay, so we're gonna definitely check out Cybermorph, Tempest 2000 at the end, and an extra one we'll take a peek at, Missile Command 3D. Okay, let's see how good this plays. This is one of the first polygonal shooters, I think, that was a free roam 3D game. So far, it looks just as good as the Switch version, at least so far. Oh, look at this. It's got a Mega Man type of thing to it, too. You can pick whatever planet you want to go to. Let's go to Autobahn. Use the speed of the T-Griffin to round up all the supply pods laying abandoned in the valleys. Avoid kamikaze patrols. They ram you when you get near them. Okay, okay. Super cool.
Good luck.
Oh. There she is. How do we go faster, I wonder? Oh, there we go, there we go.
Well done.
Wow. Games like this are so crazy. Sometimes they're hard to play, actually, because they're so old. You know, this actually, it's not super hard to play. I feel like Star Fox had, you know, it was a little stiff too. But this is like, I feel like the distance, the 3D draw distance is further too on here compared to the original system. Of course, famously, this is one of the hilarious games that, you know, the Angry Video Game Nerd again talks about, which is awesomely hilarious. So yeah, this is actually just a free roaming world. You need to fly around and collect these pods. I think it's these yellow things.
Good work.
Yep. That's what we need. Ah, look out for the kamikazes! Here they come! We want... Okay, slow down, slow down.
Good work.
Okay, okay.
Well done.
Yeah,
Well
take it, buddy.
done.
Much better.
Ouch.
Oh man, those kamikazes, they really do just kamikaze you.
Well done.
Turrets, neat. Yeah, I can understand though, if you didn't grow up, know about these games, they could look very, very rudimentary, but I can still look at games like this and kind of remember, you know, these graphics first coming on the scene and becoming a thing. It's very cool. I still remember 64 coming out, just blowing our minds. It's so neat. Oh my god, stop hurting me.
Good work.
Can we where did you learn to fly her? Nice. The HUD blows up too. That's a sweet touch,
Where did
Jaguar. Very cool. Okay. So yeah, it plays good. I don't see any like lag or like hitching going on in there. So if that was the problem, they fixed it. So that's fantastic. Here it is. Let's see this one. This is a game I didn't even know about until they you know, they put this in here. So this looks like you were supposed to originally play it with the VR headset. Awesome. That must have been neat. Play this with a VR headset. That would probably bring you into the chaos of, you know, end of the world. Let's play 3D. Duh. Oh, that's cool. Just the 3D Atari symbol. Ooh, look at this. Oh, cool. It's like a round area. Has a Defender style kind of Oh, wow. This is pretty cool. Oh, I really like the almost cartoony looking animations that they have in this one. This is pretty neat. Look at that. Oh no! Oh, they got one of my cities already. Look at this. That's so funny because Missile Command is like popular too, Atari game, and you know, now knowing that they use that home portfolio thing in Terminator 2, they also show Missile Command in Terminator 2. Maybe Atari, you know, paid some good licensing deals to get advertised in that, you know, Hollywood blockbuster that was occurring. Nice, I beat the level. That's really cool. Bonus points for cities saved, missiles saved, repair, repair, repair. That's really cool. That's cool. Super neat. I'm loving it. Super duper cool. Okay, let's do it. Tempest 2000, the game that everybody loves so very, very much. Fond memories for a lot of people. I'm super glad that we got Tempest 4000. I feel like it's just a better version of this game, so very cool. But I'm still super happy that people like games like this and still do. It's neat. Tempest Plus, Tempest 2000, Tempest Dual. Well, we want Tempest 2000. That's the game I freaking clicked, guy! I love all the graphics. Reminder as well, we also have, you know, not just Caverns of Mars coming up Recharged, we also are waiting for Akahara is also coming soon from Atari and everybody. So that's very, very neat. Alright, what do we got going on here? Is the game gonna start? Okay, there we go. Whoa. Look at this. You got caught. Why does it feel like the controls don't feel right? Is it broken or something? Did I click the wrong thing? Huh. Seems weird, kind of like maybe I don't understand how to control it properly or something? Am I supposed to use the D-pad maybe? It seems like my character's just kind of, yeah, look at, he's just auto flipping around. Understand. Oh, well. Take that, Tempest. I don't want to play you anyway. Ooh. There's the Tempest Demon, of course. That game is weird, and we're not looking at that at all. That one's kind of weird. A lot of these games were kind of weird. I'd also have to argue that the box art wasn't very inviting for the time. It didn't look like the game that you were going to play whatsoever. Kind of like the, you know, the old school thing that people didn't like about Atari games in the first place. You know, when Nintendo came on the scene, they were like, no, front and center, we want people to know exactly what these games are going to look like, so show it on the box, show it on the back of the box, you know. Nice, it even says the 64-bit interactive multimedia system. That's so funny. I love it. Atari. Okay, so let's check this one out real quick. This is cool, too. It's like 3D pinball. Pinball video games are pretty fun. What's going on?
Mark at 5.
There we go. Launching.
4,
A rocket comes up.
2,
Prepare for the nukes.
5.
Look at this. Oh, that's funny. Gotta have the ladies. Come on. Oh man, look at this crap. This is insane. It's like nuclear warfare. What the hell? This is the craziest pinball machine I've ever not seen. Oh, is that ball cam over there? I see this thing all of a sudden over there on the side. Or is that trying to tell me where I'm supposed to bring it? Bring your ball here now! If you like pinball games, of course, you know, this is a good one. One of my favorite was Pokemon Pinball on the Game Boy, that Game Boy Color, I believe. But yeah, that was like the best pinball game of all time. For sure. Hey, wrong button again. Jesus. Alright. So there's that one. Should we play one Lynx? One Lynxy game? Let's do it. One Lynx game. Let's do Scrapyard Dog. See if it is better than the 7800 version. Cool, cool. Your dog's been kidnapped. Oh my god, not your junkyard dog. Not Mr. Big. Mr. Big, are you serious? From Target Renegade? What's he doing in this game? Ooh, I gotta say, the colors and like the pixelization, the art and everything, it looks way better than the 7800 version. Yeah, this is pretty nice looking. I like this. slow, because handheld games, they usually made them slow, because you can't see too far. That's fine. This does seem a little more playable, though, than the 7800. Oh, the hook hurts me! Aww. That border is freaking beautiful. Look how high def that sucker is. Man, that's nice. Very cool. Okay, so let's... Come on. Let me buy. Ah, trash bins. That's where you go and play the music. That's hilarious. Weird. I think you gotta play the notes, and then you get, like, your bonus or whatever. All good. I just wanted to show you a little bit of some of the cooler games that, you know, we didn't get on all the older collections. A lot of the computer games, the Lynx games, the Jaguar games, of course, are pretty amazing to see. And, of course, also, the emulator that was used to get this is free nowadays. You can just download the thing. If I find it, I probably will remember. I'll stick the, the link down in the description below for you to find that emulator, because then you can play all these games. I think it'd be really smart for them to put this emulator on the system VCS natively, like they have done for some of the other emulators, and then they could just sell us a lot of these games. I'd pay $10, $15 for Lynx and Jaguar games just to have them on my console, more than, of course, than the titles that they've included here. Awesome. If you don't have Atari 50 and you want to play it, I suggest checking it out. Now it's on everything. If you don't want to get it, but you want to see all the cool information, as I said, down below I'll give you a link to an interviewed compilation that I threw together from my Switch version. Definitely worth watching if you're not going to play the game. Tons of sweet history there. On this week's comment down below, I would love to know... this month more like, we have 8 recharged titles now. Centipede, Black Widow, Asteroids, Breakout, Gravatar, Yars, Missile Command, and coming soon, Caverns of Mars. What game do you want to see recharged? I think this is an important question to keep throwing out there and getting answers to. Down below, let me know. The one I want to see, I've said in many videos and a couple interviews now, Major Havok. Let's get this multi-genre game recharged so that we can check that beast out, because it is a fantastic vector-based game, but also, as I said, genre bending, blending. You get to see a couple different things. You fly ships, you platform, and you even get to do some breakaway. So let's recharge that bad boy. Oh yeah! As always, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.